I see some people are jumping in. Thank you so much for joining. If you want to drop your name in the chat, that'd be awesome. Love to see who's on and where you're tuning in from. So I'm going to get started. I want to talk real briefly about a little bit of how my company works, so that way you get an idea. And then I want to open up the door to some questions and answers. So you can drop some questions that you have in the chat, and then towards the end we'll raffle off the basket. We had a lot of people kind of enter, so we'll talk about who the winner is, and I got a couple other prizes as well. So I don't want to take up too much time. I know everybody's really busy. So I'm going to try to share my screen here, if I can find that. All right, so I want to just real brief talk about, uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm out. I hope I'm back. Let's try that again. I got kicked out right when I shared. Don't like that. So I just want to kind of briefly talk about my all right, I give up. It says I've got great connection, but it keeps kicking me out. So just kind of briefly about my company, Time Capsule Travel. The idea, when you really look at the emblem, is I wanted people to really encapture those memories, because that's the only thing you really take home from a lot of these trips. So that's kind of what the logo symbolizes. And then when it comes to like my basis and why I started my company, I am a teacher full time, but I own the business with the intent to specialize in creating vacations that are designed around quality time, especially with the emphasis on the love language of quality time. Just like a quick background about me, I went to college with my wife, and we had separated, kind of gone our own ways for about 10 years. And then we reconnected during COVID, which is a really crazy time to think about that. So we kind of went our own ways for 10 years, and then we reconnected. And we've really bonded over the last 5 years over vacations and trips, and spent a lot of time together that we lost. So we went our own ways, and now we're kind of trying to make up for that time. Another one is I lost my mother about 10 years ago, and it was quite sudden. And she was kind of always the person to plan trips. Like, her and I really talked a lot about that kind of stuff. So the big thing about my whole company and the whole emphasis on who I really want to help are those people who are looking to build quality time with their loved ones, whether that's busy parents or honeymooners or married couples that are trying to really just kind of get an escape from the busy everyday life. I really focus in on all-inclusives, theme parks, cruises. I do some fit travels where you can kind of go all over a couple of different towns and really kind of dive into the culture and the history and the experience. I do have an ASTA certification, which is a part of the American Society of Travel Advisors. And our goal is to make sure that we are following traveler-friendly, like ethical practices, that we want to make sure that when people trust us to help them build their vacations, that they know that we're looking out for all the things that are going on in the world, and we're doing it the right way. That's kind of really why I joined ASTA. And then I'm also a part of CLIA, which is focusing on like the expertise of cruises and stuff like that. In regards to like honeymoons, my goal is, like I said, the idea of quality time the love language of quality time. I really think that there should be an emphasis on vacations. You really shouldn't book a trip that is going to just be a trip. What's the goal, and like kind of what do you want to take away from your vacation? And that's kind of really what I ask when I sit down and talk with clients. Is I want to know exactly what's your goal, like what at the very end of this trip do you need to have done. So when you ask the question, was this a successful vacation? This had to happen. And that's kind of really my emphasis on my company, and really my vision when I do vacations. Other than that, I didn't want to take up too much time. I know the sharing of the screen kind of got wonky there. I had a whole picture where I had a man bun and everything, which was we don't have to share that, I guess. If you have any questions in the chat, you can feel free to drop it. If not, I'm going to try to raffle off the winners. I have a whole wheel. I wish I could share the screen. I'm a little worried that I'll get kicked out again. I can try that though. Again, if you do have any questions, feel free to drop them in and I can try to answer them as they come in. I'm going to try to share my screen. And hopefully it works. It didn't work the last time. It kicked me out, and I don't want that to happen again. My connection says it's good, so I'm hoping that it's working. That is frustrating. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It says it's a good connection. So when it comes to my basket, the raffle basket that I have, we have a bunch of different goodies in it. The first part that I have is the Rio Adventure bucket list. And in this, I don't know if you know anything about this. In this bucket list, if you look at the back, it allows for you to really, you get 50 different activities that you can scratch off. 50 different activities that you can scratch off on the back, and it gives you an idea of like what that activity is. My goal for this was, it doesn't have to be honeymoon focused. I know it's a bridal expo, but the idea is you've got these 50 different adventures you can do, and it gives you an idea of, maybe if I get closer, not really. It gives you an idea of what the activity is, the weather. Can you do it inside, outside? What to prepare for, monetary expenses if there are any. The idea is that it kind of gives you everything. And once you choose the item, you turn it around, you scratch it off, and it tells you what it is. It gives you a QR code on where to find it on the map. This one is for Ohio. There's a bunch of different ones. It's called Rio. It's called Reach International Outfitters, and they have a bunch of these different ones. They're kind of all over a bunch of different states and cities and stuff like that. So that's the one big ticket item in there. There are 2 sets of these felt passport covers and luggage tags. So your passport cover has got a bunch of different pockets for the cards, as well as the some SIM cards if you have photography and kind of stuff like that, and then some luggage tags. So there are 2 of that in the basket as well for the fiancés. And then I am a big fan of Up from Disney. And this is an adventure book from Up where you can kind of include your pictures and stuff and make a little scrapbook out of it. Included with the basket is a free vacation planning as well. And that includes everything from the beginning consultation call, discussions over what exactly you're looking for in your vacation. We talk about different quotes and adjustments that you make in your trip. We're talking booking, everything, excursions, resorts, flights, transfers, everything's included. And then nonstop email conversations. And then I do have a chat feature that on an app that I use. So I want to go over the winner for that. I'm going to have 1 winner for the basket, and then I'm going to have 5 people who will get a free vacation planning. So they'll get that vacation planning, they just won't get the goodies in the basket. I wish I could share this screen. I put a wheel of names wheel together that has all the names. So I wish I could share it so you could see who wins. It's got fireworks and everything. So I'm going to spin it. And the winner of our basket is Katie Kleck is going to be the winner of the basket. But I still have those five. I still have the five free vacation planning. So I want to raffle those off as well. And I want to make sure I have everyone's names written down. And the winner of the first one is Kirsten Eads or Kirsten Eads. So that's the first winner. Remove her, and then we'll get four more. The second winner is Alexis Resar or Resar. I hope I'm not messing these up too much. Alexis Resar. I will send emails to all of these as well. Our third winner is Emily Loftus. Congratulations, Emily. Couple more. Fourth winner, Terrell. And then we'll have one more. And our last fifth winner for our free vacation planning mini prize. All right. The last winner is Hannah Mathias. So Hannah Mathias is our last winner on that. Or Matthias, maybe I pronounced it incorrectly. I don't see any questions in the chat. I am glad for everybody who was able to attend. If you do have any questions, I would love for you can either DM me on Instagram, Facebook, or you can reach out through email as well. I hope to hear or speak with you in a little bit about all the plans you have for your honeymoon. And hopefully we can work together on putting together the best honeymoon you possibly can for your wedding. Thank you, everybody, for attending.